Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Trojans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So James Madison, his offense, makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is coming. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Dukes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Single back, takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the Dukes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here. 2nd down and goal upcoming. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. 3rd down and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw. It's Barnett. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Caught near the sticks. It's Knight. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Duke's offense is on the move now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
Chris, remember college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Daniels. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. The Trojans will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And Gain makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. First down and 10 now. Five-yard gain, so it's second and 5. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial third down play right here. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Dukes will line up on first and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. With the catch, it's long. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Can he get there on the ground? The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And the Dukes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They got some ground to make up, second and long from the 15. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Breaks free. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
How can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up second down. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. The Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. QB decides to keep it here. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. They will bring up 4th down now. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. James Madison's offense back out there now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Duke starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. QB to the tight end for a completion. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to chuck it again. He slings this one deep down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. 2nd down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this one is caught.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt.
Encroachment. Defense.
Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on him, and he's got 2 on the board.
Try to add the lead down in PAT. They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second? They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second and long now from their own 10. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Glazer. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Rifles this football to the left. Touchdown, James Madison. This passing game is still on fire. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Important second down play coming up. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
On first down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Grab behind the line, it's Glazer. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Brings up second down.
He hands it off from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. And the Dukes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Picks up 9. Second down.
Keeping it on the ground here. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down. And they'll run it with the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th if they can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense gets a second chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. Spins away from defenders. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Trojans are on the move here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Daniels. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, USC.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point try coming now. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
James Madison, 34. USC, 10.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Getting set. Here's second down.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Grab behind the line. It's Glazer. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. The Dukes will line up to punt it away.
Make some noise. It's 4th down.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And out comes the offense set to take over here. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Running play called on 3rd and short. And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Southern California. This quarterback on fire today.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That keeps the score. James Madison, 34.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. They stop him right at the 24. 3rd down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Fighting off the defender. And the Dukes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
At the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. The Dukes look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the Dukes will line up to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Empty set now, 5 wide. 2nd down, looking to throw it. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. The offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Look out for it, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That's a safety for the defense.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. James Madison's offense back out there now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. using his legs. It's Law. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's second down. They're going to run it here. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. So they make the tackle what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.